Warriors, welcome to this video, my friends. There is a cycle, there is a pattern that health anxiety sufferers run a lot, and that is the fear of doctor visits. They're scared of going. Today we're tackling it, but first, I have responded to all your emails saying, Dennis, where is the more than anxiety sign? Boom, it's right there. Isn't it pretty? There it is for you. And that is what we are. We are more than anxiety. So, today I want to go through a couple of things. I want to figure out exactly why we fear the doctor's office and what we need to do to move past this pattern, this habit in our lives. Okay, I hope that's okay. First things first, in my struggle with health anxiety, there were two different cycles. One, I was overly visiting the doctors. Every twinge, every headache, every moment of dizziness, there I was in the emergency room. I was in the doctor's office saying, Doctor, please don't let me out of this office until you check everything. Everything. I'm not leaving. And I actually did that once. I said, I'm not leaving till you check this, this, and this. So I was overly visiting the doctor's office, overly visiting the emergency room because of the sensitized state that I was in. Then came a cycle in my life where I was under visiting. I was so scared what this meant, what that meant, that I said, you know what? I'm okay. I don't want to go. I don't want to hear this on a piece of paper. I don't want to see the writing on the wall that says, you know, you got something or you got to deal with this for the rest of your life. I don't want that. So I'm okay in my bedroom with these symptoms. So I avoided the doctor's office, okay, with everything that I had. So there were two different cycles going on when I was suffering from health anxiety. Comment below which one you're going through right now. Are you overly visiting or are you under visiting? Are you fearful? Today's about the fear of going to the doctor's office. 3 reasons for why we do it. Number 1 is the fear of a physical ailment appearing. Plain and simple. We're scared of the thing that we're scared of. We're scared of having it on a piece of paper. Someone coming to you and saying, yeah, that symptom doesn't look good for you. That sort of thing. Okay, so that's the first reason for why we stay away from doctor visits. Number 2 is the mental and emotional repercussions of the bad news. We believe that we're not capable of mentally and emotionally dealing with any bad news right now in our lives. So I'd rather just be here, maintain my survival state of anxiety, just trying to get through the day rather than have to deal with that, because that would just put me over, for example. That's what health anxiety sufferers think like. Number 3 is the distrust in a health anxiety sufferer's overall physical well-being to be able to counter any bad news. So someone who's really confident in themselves and in their body, and they understand that, you know what, I've got the greatest healing mechanism there is on the planet. Like I had a friend that went to the doctor's office years and years ago. He was a yogi, and this guy was peaceful. I mean, peaceful. And he went to the doctor's office, and the doctor said, you've got stage 4 cancer. And the first thing that my friend did was he began laughing. He was like, right? And he was laughing because of all the information that the doctor was telling him. He was filling him with so much bad news that, you know, go handle your business and go talk to your family. You don't have much time, all this stuff. And the doctor the yogi, my friend, began laughing, because he believed something completely different. He believed in the healing powers of his body. He believed in the healing powers of his mind. He believed that he could change things through herbal mixtures, you know, and so this kind of trust in his body allowed him to naturally move past stage 4 cancer. So, you know, a lot of times, and I've seen this over and over again. I know I'm going on a tangent for a second, but hear me out. A lot of times when people get the bad news, it's the bad news, the information, not so much the illness, that creates that death of the dying of the body or the disintegration of the body. It's the news, it's the mental, the emotional part where you relive it over and over again that's stronger than the actual physical ailment. Okay, so number 3 is the distrust that health anxiety sufferers have in their ability to overcome any bad news. Now, what do we do about it? because we got to go. We got to go to the doctors. We got to get our yearly checkup. We got to get, we got to do it in a more neutral way. We can't just be overly going or underly going. The first thing you want to do is you want to create a visualization every morning or every night for 1 week. Okay, this is the first thing you want to do, because now you're at the point where you're saying, this is getting ridiculous. I got to go. Okay, and I got to clear my mind. So what you're going to do is you're going to visualize, okay, you visiting the doctor's office, you being in the waiting room and grabbing that muffin, tasting that muffin, reading that book, doctor calling you in saying, you know what, I've gone through a lot of people before, and from what I can see, I can't believe how healthy you are. How did you do it? Look at this. Your kidneys, your intestines, your heart, your spinal cord, everything. Your cells are celebrating in your body. How did you do it, Dennis? How did you do it? You want to hear these words from your doctor in the visualization. And what you want to do is you want to have that smile on your face. You want to have that mental expectancy and say, doctor, I expected this. And I wake up every day, doctor, with a sense of purpose for my life and a sense of self-love. And you know what? I expected all these things to happen. And the doctor's confused. He's never seen anyone so healthy before. And there you are. You give him a big hug and say, thank you for your time. And you walk out the door in your visualization. And the doctor follows you, looking at you going, oh my goodness. And then there's people around you pointing at you saying, wow, I've never seen anyone so healthy. Look at that person's blue aura around them. I wish I could be as healthy as them. And then you open up the door, you leave it, and you got this sense of awakening. You go, that's what it's all about. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a visualization for 1 week every day, either in the morning or at night, and you want to engage in as much emotion, as many senses as you can in your visualization. That's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is you want to write down all the things that's keeping you from doing and keeping you from being. I can't be a social butterfly. I can't socialize with people. I can't go on vacations. I'm scared of leaving a certain area because this is my safety area. What if the doctors are so far away and I won't be able to visit them? Or, if you got the reverse cycle. So you got to write down all the reasons for why you must begin taking action and what is preventing you from doing. Okay? It's preventing you from being a certain person. It's preventing you from doing things. It's preventing you from experiencing things. It's preventing you from speaking up when you're in meetings or whatever it is. Write down as many things as you can, because evidence and emotion are very, very important. Number 3 is you want to shift your associations. What is it for you, specifically for you, that is scary about the doctor's visits? For some people, it's the white gown. People hate that white gown. And I remember that I didn't like the white gown for a very long time until I remembered Jimmy. Who's Jimmy? Jimmy was my friend growing up that would always want to be a doctor every Halloween. I know. And when I started to go, oh my God, I'm so scared of the doctor's office. That white gown freaks the crap out of me. And then I started to remember Jimmy. I started to go, Jimmy, he looks so funny in that gown. And then what started to happen was I changed my associations. So you can do this for the gown that they wear. You could do this for the room that you're in. You could do this about the waiting room. You could do this about the people there, the colors, no matter what it is. You change your associations. You shift it from thinking about it in one way, and then you shift it and think about it in another way, okay? And the more you practice this with great emotion behind it, you're gonna find that you begin to become less sensitized to that association. And the fourth and the final thing you wanna make sure you do is you want to create a list of substitutes for your fears, such as I'm scared of them finding an illness. What's the substitute? They will find something, and it's going to be a lack of vitamin D, which is a great information for me to be able to say, okay, I'm going to go to the herbalist, I'm going to get my vitamin D, and I'm going to be totally fine. I won't be able to deal with the result that they give me. Okay, well, the substitute for that is that my body is a perfect healing machine, for example. So you want to substitute every fear with something else, okay? Very similar to the associations, okay? But you want to substitute one fear, a lingering thought pattern that you run consistently. You want to substitute that with something else. And then what you want to do is you want to find the evidence that supports this new way of seeing things, okay? Maybe your friend went to the doctors and the doctor said, hey, everything's fine, but you're just, you're lacking this a little bit. And then he went and he took care of it. Next thing you know, it helped him with his symptoms. So it's a good thing. Take this lesson today, my friends, and run with it. Understand why you are scared of the doctor visits. Understand that you are much more than anxiety. Understand that you are in a transition state right now. This is not who you are. This is not what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. This isn't the person that you are. These aren't the experiences that you're going to have for the rest of your life. This is a temporary time of learning. This is a temporary time of growth for you. I promise you. I've seen it over and over and over again with people that are going through the End the Anxiety program where they go, you know what? I can't believe all the skills that I gained through health anxiety. It was the worst and the best thing that's ever happened to me, and you're gonna be on that boat very, very soon, I promise you. Just stay on track and fall in love with progress. I love you so much. Remember, you are more than anxiety. I'll see you in the next video.